Hello, everyone. This hour on Verbling, the next in my Getting Results in Business series. We are right in the middle of our business unit on entrepreneurship and startups called New Business. And what we're going to be doing is picking up part of the. I just need to mute you, sorry, Rebecca, because I'm getting a lot of noise there. So I'll turn you on in a minute. What we're going to be doing is taking some of the key vocabulary, not key vocabulary, the key verb tenses of the unit and doing a little more work with them, but in a free speaking activity. So we've kind of analyzed how to use the past in the context of talking about startup and entrepreneurship, specifically using the present perfect. But today we're going to try to take that and use it in a much more natural way by doing a speaking activity where you've got to talk about a new venture that you're going to be doing and how that venture came about. So we'll be talking about the past in a more sophisticated way, in other words. Okay, before we begin, first a little bit about me. I'm John Eric, your Verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, hanging out in Lisbon, Portugal to bring you this class. By the way, here are 3 quick rules to help you participate. Don't forget to turn off, tune in, and open up. That means when you're not speaking, turn off your microphone so we can keep the classroom nice and quiet. When you are speaking, tune in to the new words. That means use them actively so I can correct you and give you feedback. Finally, open up to your classmates. Relax and have fun. We're all here to learn, and this is a safe and respectful place to practice your English. And that is all you need to know about me. Now I want to know about you. So I've got familiar faces like Rebecca and Adi and Cornell and Daniel and Carmen. And then I've got unfamiliar faces like, well, Andre, I think I met you before. Yes, I think we met. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I understand you. Do you understand me?
I think so.
Okay.
Is this your first time, Andre?
Yes, the first time. It's my first time. One day I begin here on the site.
Okay. And where are you from, Andre?
I'm from Quebec.
You're from Quebec, really?
Yeah, really.
You are
Canada.
You are the first French Canadian that I've ever
Yes.
had verbally. You're the first.
Okay.
Because I couldn't understand where your accent was from because you don't sound French, but I could hear you have a little accent. So do you normally speak? Does everyone speak French where you live?
Oui, and 50-50 people speak French with English because in Canada you have 2 languages officially.
Right.
You have English and French. In Quebec, you have more people who speak and English with French.
More people speak French in Quebec. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, yes.
I've never been from New York. We never go north. I don't know anything about what happens up there.
Yeah. I went to New York a long time. I am a teacher.
Me too.
Okay.
We're both teachers. Who
I
knew?
teach maths.
You teach math. Okay.
Yes.
Well, it's great to have you here. And just one more question. Whose picture is that in your avatar? Who is that?
Is my old grandparent.
Your great-grandfather. Great-grandfather.
Yeah, is a great is a patriot in Quebec. This is Dr. Ovid Rousseau.
There you go. Very interesting.
Is the doctor is the picture that with and the glass picture? Okay.
Right.
I scan is the first time is my is a doctor. You have is patriot is
His country is.
yeah, and country it's patriot and the Quebec is the historic historic man.
Ah, okay. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
So your great grandfather was someone historic in Quebec.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Well, we'll have to find out more about him soon. Thank you for sharing. And let me just say a quick hello also to Alexei, or Alexei. Is it Alexei or Alexei?
Okay, hello. It's, right word is Alexei.
Alexei.
Yes.
Is this your first time, Alexei?
Yes, I first time in your classes.
Okay, very good, very good. So listen, we've done several classes on the theme of entrepreneurship and starting a new business, because this is the business class. But even if you haven't been here, it's okay, because you can come and go as you like. These are conversation classes. What I do want to show you is the material. Oh, you know, I didn't open the material. Sorry. Let me open it first. If I don't open it, you can't see it. Give me just a second. I will put the link for you in the chat window if you want to open it. And I will share my screen so you can see it on screen as well. Okay? And then I will help the new people catch up, because this might be a little difficult for you. So, it's loading now. There we go. If you want to open it, you will see this on the first page. You can open it in your computer or download it. By the way, if you don't see the link, I'll paste it on the internal chat as well. Okay. So we have already done a lot of this material. We're going to go down to slide 5. And our goal was to talk about activities and results using a sophisticated form of the past, using not just the simple past, but what we call the present perfect, and perhaps the present perfect continuous. So just to review, in the last class we analyzed 3 sentences. These were sentences we heard. Okay? So for the new people, for Alexei and for, I just forgot, who else was I talking to? Alexei and Andre. For the two of you, I want you just to watch for a minute, and then this will be a good introduction for you, okay? So,
Okay.
Rebecca, let's do a quick review of the material. Rebecca, can you just read the first line for me, please?
Okay, first line.
Line
1.
A.
Okay, A. Our company has secured a huge contract with Mobilitic.
Whatever it's called, I don't know.
Okay.
All right. The verb tense is called what?
Has present perfect.
It is present perfect. Very good.
Yeah.
And the present perfect consists of what 2 parts of speech? What 2 forms? What 2 kinds of words?
Auxiliary verb with a have.
Right.
Plus past participle.
That's right. So have is in the third person has, like he has, it has. And the past participle is secured. Now, here's the trick. Which of those definitions matched? 1, 2, or 3? A state that started in the past and is unchanged, a continuous activity, or a finished activity? That's the tricky thing. Which is the, yeah, what do you think?
A continuous activity that starts. B.
Wait, you've got 1, 2, or 3 for letter A. So which
2.
is the one you want to? 2. A continuous activity that started in the past and is still going on. Our company has secured a huge contract. So is the company still securing a contract today? Is it still securing? Securing means to get, to win.
Yeah.
Is it still winning a contract today? No, it isn't. It's an action that's done.
In the past.
Yeah.
But the consequence are now.
Yeah, but the consequence, it has to be tied, it has to be linked to the main verb, and the main verb is secure.
Secure, okay.
That action is done, right?
So that is 3.
So it's the finish activity. So
Yeah.
3 is A, that is correct. That is correct. It's a finish activity with the end result happening now. The end result is that we now have a relationship with Mobilitech. But the securing is all in the past. So it's a little tricky, I know, but you got it right in the end. Let's go to Paulo. We're going to review letter B. Could you read the line B for me?
Hello, Eric. Nice to see you. B.
Hello, Paulo. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. GBF have been keeping me very busy.
Very good. First, let's identify the verb tense. Do you remember what that's called?
Present perfect continuous.
That is absolutely right. And what makes it continuous? Which word? Which word shows you that it is continuous and not
Keeping.
just
ING.
good? That's it. That's it. In fact, we could even say that the verb to be plus ing, we could even say that been is part of the continuous. We could say that, but you're right. The key word is keeping. Okay, can you match that to a definition? Remember, we've already used definition number 3, so it's got to be 1 or 2. Paulo, what do you think?
Sorry, could you repeat, please?
Please match B to a definition below, 1 or 2.
Okay. Number 2, a continuous activity that starts in the past and is still going on.
That is absolutely right. Basically, the action has not finished yet. That's why we need to say keeping, because I'm still very busy right now. That's it. Okay, let's go to Adi for line C. Could you read line C for me?
Okay, teacher. Since you left
Adi,
GBF.
my name is John Eric. Call me John Eric. Hi, Adi.
John.
Thank you.
Hi, John.
Okay. Could you read line C for me?
Since you left GBF, life's been extremely hectic.
Good, that's it. So, identify the verb tense. Is it the present perfect or the present perfect continuous? Because you've only got 2 choices. It is.
It's
And
present perfect continuous.
well, which is it? Did you just change your answer?
Continuous.
Continuous, why?
Continuous.
Why?
Because since his life's have been extremely hectic, it's means
But-
that still.
No, forget about the meaning. The meaning doesn't matter. Where is the ing? Where's the ing? Do you see
yeah.
it doesn't exist?
No.
So it's not continuous.
Yeah. It's,
You would need the ing. Now,
yeah.
there's only one definition left, which is number 1. Right? That's the only definition left. Okay. So here's what I want you to do. Read the definition, and then I want you to create your own sentence that matches that definition, and I'll tell you if you're right. So read the definition for me for number 1.
A state that started in the past and is unchanged.
Right? Think about that in relation to letter C. Since you left GBF, that's like the name of the company, since you left Google, life's been extremely hectic. That's something we heard in one of the dialogues. I want you to create a similar sentence about your own life.
I have been in this project for 3 months.
I have been in this project for 3 months. It's a state that started in the past, and you're still in the project today. That is very good. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. So, Alexei and Andre, is it clear the difference between the present perfect and the present perfect continuous? Is it clear so far? Let's see.
Okay, is it clear for me? I have some practice with this
Okay, very good.
tenses.
All right, very good. So I ask, is it clear? But I just want to really know if there's any questions. If there's no questions, we're going to go on. Andre,
Yeah.
there? I was wondering, could you think about the definition for the present perfect continuous, which is be, and the definition is number 2, a continuous activity. Could you give me an example using the present perfect continuous of an activity that you started in the past that you're still doing today?
I don't know, because I am a beginner. I just taken the course with you, but I don't know exactly what do you want I say about, but I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you. Look
Okay.
at sentence B.
Okay. G. I've been keeping me very busy.
Right. Are you still busy now when you say that? Yes or
No.
no?
No.
No? When you say that line, are you still busy? When you say that line, are you busy?
Yeah, is busy is
Wait, just yes or no. Is that person busy? Yes, the person is still busy now. Busy means occupied.
occupation.
Busy. Occupied.
Occupy.
Occupy. Exactly.
Okay.
Are you busy in your life, Andre? Are you busy
Yes.
these days?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Ah. What has been keeping you busy lately?
I talk and I assistant in the course with you.
The English course has been keeping you busy. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So repeat after me. The English class has been keeping me busy this hour. The English class has been keeping me busy.
The English class have been
has been keeping me busy. Okay, very good, very good. So that is called the present perfect continuous. That is the name of that verb tense. Temps verbal. I don't know how to say it in French. I think it's like that. So present perfect continuous. And remember, continuous has ing, ing at the end. Ing makes it continuous. Are you still busy now? Yes, you are, because you're still in the class. Okay, so that gives you a quick introduction to the verb tenses we're using. Carmen, could you read the first sentence in part 2? The first sentence, number 1.
Okay. Since last month, I've been commuting between France and Belgium.
That's right. So, present perfect or present perfect continuous?
With present perfect continuous, it's still commuting. It ends with ing.
That's right. Ends with ing and still commuting today. Commuting means, once again?
Goes back and forth. It goes from between France and Belgium.
Goes back and forth. Maybe by train, maybe by car, I don't know, but goes back and forth. Okay. Since last month. Now, we're going to look at those words that we use with the present perfect. Since, for, There's others like yet, always, never, still, just. There's those too, but we're going to look at since and for because those are the big ones. All right? So let's see. How about you, Alexei? Could you read the second example, 2.2 for us?
Okay. She's lived in Brazil 4 years. In this sentence, we have a present perfect.
That's right.
And
Okay.
we have shortcut she's with word.
Shortcut. No, not a shortcut. Not a shortcut. It's a contraction.
Contraction, yes.
Contraction. Okay. So I agree with you. Absolutely. Is she still living in Brussels now? Is she still living in Brussels today?
No, she's not living in Brazil now.
No? Where is she living? Is she living in Moscow?
I don't know where she
Ah, she's living in Brussels. She's still in Brussels today, Alexei.
Yes, it's referred to this meaning.
Right. She's still there.
Okay, I got it.
And what word tells you that she's still there? Well, it's not since. So what's our only other choice?
Yes, she now is living in Brazil.
And how do we know that? Because of what adverb?
Because we have adverb 4 years.
Exactly, 4 years. In this case means she is still there today. You could say she's lived in Brussels still for years, but it sounds unnecessary. We don't need still and for. For expresses still. So you don't need to say both. But 4 years is the right answer. So let's see if this is clear. Cornell, which of those, 1 and 2, is a period of time? Cornell. Which of those between 1 and 2, Cornell, is a period of time, a long period of time? Cornell! I give up. Let's go to Rebecca. Hello, Rebecca. Rebecca! Is anyone in the classroom?
Sorry, yes.
Ah, okay.
My microphone. Sorry, it takes me time. Okay. I'm here. No,
Rebecca, between sentence number 1 and 2, which one is a long period of time? Which one is a period of time?
A period of time is 1.
Since last month? Okay, but we said that last month, well, which part of number 1? The first part or the second part?
Are you talking about the number 1 or the A? No, sorry, I'm confused now. Number 1.
No. I'm asking you, number 1 or number 2 in exercise 2.
Okay.
Which sentence expresses a period of time? A period of time, that's all I'll say. Which is a permanent period of time. Permanent, not temporary.
1.
That's permanent, not temporary? Are you going to commute forever?
Okay. Wait a second, please.
Wait a second.
I've been commuting between France and Mexico. Okay, 1 is permanent, and she lived in Brazil for years.
Are you talking about 1 or 2? Because you're reading 2, but you're saying 1. So do you mean that number 2 is permanent, and she lives in Brussels for years? It's not going to change, though, as far as we know.
It's not permanent. So what is the question? Say to me again the question, please.
Okay, which one is temporary, 1 or 2?
Temporary.
Temporary.
Yeah, 1.
Good. You're right.
Yeah. Oof.
Why? How do you know?
Yes, because why?
You're absolutely right.
Okay, good. So now,
just tell me why.
Temporary is since last month is a period of last month. One
Perfect.
month is
That's
a
it.
period of time.
That's it. That's it. So the confusing thing was period of time. That was confusing. But you answered correctly. 1 month is a temporary period. It's only 30 days. So number 2 has got to be a permanent situation. So I shouldn't have said period of time. That was too confusing. Okay. Which adverb do we use for a temporary situation, for or since? Therefore, the adverb is
Since.
since. Which one is for a permanent situation?
For.
For.
For permanent since temporary.
That's it. That's it. So that's the difference, and that's pretty easy to remember. It's just 2 options.
Yes.
Let's see if it works in reality. Let's try it out now. Choose the best ending for A or B for each sentence and explain your reason. And the reason is just whether it's permanent or not. That's it. So it shouldn't be that difficult. Let's see, we go around the room. So we're going to start with Paolo for number 1. It's going to be Paolo, Adi, and then Cornell, then Daniel. We're just going to go right around the room in the order that I see you. So Paolo, you start us off with number 1.
Number 1, I've worked out a final price. I've been working out a final price.
Okay, so which is the best way to state that idea? In the first or the second?
I suppose the first, because worked out, it means finished.
That's right. That's
Conclude.
right.
Yes.
You are correct. It is finished, and the speaker has already made the final conclusion, so there's no reason to express it as something temporary. That's it. Okay, so far so good. Adi, try number 2.
Okay. I've been calling Miss Fraser. I've called Miss Fraser.
By the way, it's Fisher. Fisher.
Fraser. I've called Miss Mars Fraser.
When you say MRS, that's the
Miss.
old way of saying a married woman. We used to say Mrs.
Miss.
Nowadays we might just say MS, Ms. But in the old days it was Mrs. Mrs. Fisher.
I've called Mrs. Fisher.
Okay? So, based on just that sentence, what do you think is the more correct way to state it? In other words, is it a completed or uncompleted action? Is it temporary? Is it permanent? What would you say?
It's completed.
Okay, if it's
action.
completed, then which choice? The first or the second?
The second.
The second.
Completed.
If it's completed, the second. I've called Mrs. Fisher. Okay.
Yeah.
From this sentence, there's no way for us to know if it's complete or incomplete. But if it is complete, we'll go with the second. That's absolutely right. Okay, good. Let's see how clear this is for our new people. So, Alexei, let's try number 3. Now, you're really just telling me the difference because we don't really know the situation. So you just have to tell me the difference between the first and the second in 3. So if we say, so read the first one for us, please.
I've worked with Karen.
Okay. Permanent or temporary?
It's permanent.
It is a permanent situation.
It's a permanent situation, yes, right.
Good.
And the second sentence, I've been working with Karen. It's a temporary situation. When I still working with Karen now, I think.
All right, so what I want you to do is add a little information to the end of the second sentence. Add a time reference if you could. So I've been working with Karen for or since. Can you add a little information?
If I edit since, and after that I end my work with Karen, and I added since. After second,
Since what?
since
Say the whole sentence for me.
I've worked with Karen since last year.
Okay, that's a temporary thing, right? So I don't know if that's the best example because I've been working with Karen since last year. That would be okay.
I've worked with Karen for 2 years.
Perfect. That's it. So the permanent one, for. Temporary, since. I've been working with Karen since last year. I've worked with Karen for 1 year. That's it.
Yes.
Okay. That's it. That's it. You've got it.
Yes, I've got it. Right. Exactly.
Andre, let's try the fourth one. And you're going to do the same thing as Alexi. You're going to add for or since to try to complete the sentence. You're going to add a little bit of a time reference, okay? So let's read the first one in number 4.
We've been hiring.
Hiring. So for example, I could talk about getting a new employee. I hire a new employee. Okay?
Okay.
So, what could I add for or since to the sentence? Because it's we've been hiring. So would I add for or since to the sentence? What do you think? Is it permanent or temporary?
I think it's permanent.
Are you sure?
No?
Are you sure? Because it's ing, hiring.
Why? With the usually ink is not permanent.
Usually it's temporary.
Okay, it's not have with ink is temporary.
Exactly. So
Okay,
I want you to finish that sentence with for or since. I want you to invent an ending. We've been hiring for or since a time. Can you add a time reference? You have to invent it.
I don't know.
Well, try it. Choose for or since. Choose one and see how it sounds, and then I'll correct you. Try it.
Okay. I've been
hiring. Hiring.
Hiring.
Mm-hmm. If you're not sure, Andre, then just look at the right side. You've got two choices. A manager, and
B, a manager people. And 3 supervisors. Okay, okay.
You can do that too. If you don't want to invent, you
can
I don't
know. I just think I don't know is the right in the sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know management 3 supervisor people for the new factory. I've been having a management and 3 supervisor. Is the not permanent is I usually E because for 2 permanent. You usually work 4 is permanent is manager and 2 supervisor. I take is the letter E. A manager and 3 supervisor. It's correct.
Okay. Well, we got to match both of them. So we've hired is the second one. So if you match both of them, then you'll be able to see the answer. Okay? So look at we've hired. That is going to be a permanent situation.
It's temporary situation.
Which is temporary? Hiring or hired? Which? Which is temporary? I'll tell you what, Andre. Let's do some others. you watch, and then we'll come back to you because I want you to think about this, okay?
Okay.
So, all of you before invented an ending, not all of you, some of you. Let's go back and actually add the right, let's match them the way Andre is doing. All right? So, Daniel, let's go back to A and actually match the sentence. I'm sorry, let's go back to, number 1. Let's go back to number 1 and actually match the ending now. Okay?
I've worked out a final price, and it's lower than the original estimate.
Good. So number 1 matches with B. That's right. Okay. And you're absolutely right. Do you know why you're right? You're right, but why are you right?
It's not a temporary.
Yeah. It's not temporary. I've worked out a final price, and I'm talking about it in the past in the sense that it's over and done with. Okay, whereas in B, I've been working out a final price, but I'm still waiting. It's not finished yet.
Yes.
Okay. I agree. You got it. Okay, so let's go to Shadow, who's just joining us a little late. Hello, Shadow.
Hello, teacher.
My name is John Eric. Shadow.
Hello, John.
Hello, Shadow. I want you to match there's actually two sentences there. I want you to match the first one, thinking back to last Thursday when we decided which were temporary and which were permanent situations with the present perfect and present perfect continuous. Okay? So read it and tell me the full sentence.
I've been calling Mrs. Fisher. This is temporary.
Correct. So it matches with what on the right side?
But I can't get through to her. I can't. I know the first part, John, but I don't know the second part really.
So you're matching the first part with A, is that right?
Yeah.
That's correct. That's it.
Okay.
Which part can't you get?
I know that which one of them temporary or permanent, but I don't know how to connect them with the other part.
You know, there's nothing. You don't need to do anything to connect them. They sound perfect because there's a conjunction. So you don't need to do anything special. I've been calling Mrs. Fisher, but I can't get through to her. That's correct.
Can I say I've been calling Mrs. Fisher, and left her a message?
Nope.
Okay.
You could only say I've called and left her a message. Do you know why?
Okay. Because it's a permanent?
Well, no, not in this case. It's permanent, yes, but there's a better reason. When did you call? Now or before?
Before.
Are you still calling now?
No.
No, you're not. So it's all in the past.
Oh, yes.
So that's why you left her a message, which is in the past. Left is in the past. I've been calling Mrs. Fisher. Are you still calling her now?
Yes.
Yes, I am. That's why you're using the present. I can't get through to her now. Can't is more about the present. Can't. And left is definitely the past because it's leave, left. So the real reason is not temporary, permanent per se. The real reason is in the second one, I've called is a completed action. So it's over and done with.
Yes.
I don't know. It's a little tricky, but that's the best I can explain it. Actually, if I explain it, I'll just confuse you. We just have to practice.
Okay.
The more I explain, the more confused you will be. I guarantee it.
Thank you.
Let's see. Who else is out there? Mr. Adi. Let's try 3. This time you're going to match it to the one on the right.
Okay. I've worked with Karen for I've worked with Karen because her supervision is on sick leave. Worked with Karen for 30 years. I mean, that's
Okay. So the first one matches with
B.
A or with B. I agree. Now the question is, why?
Because he still work with Karen.
That's true.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, let's look at the second one then. I've been working with Karen because the supervisor is on sick leave. How do you?
Because it's temporary. Because when the supervisor is not sick anymore, she may be not working with Karen.
That is exactly right. That's it. That's it. All right. So, Andre, we're back to you.
Okay.
Now that you've seen two examples, let's see if you can match up number 4. Okay? And know why, too. So let's try again. We've been hiring. What's the best way to complete the sentence, in your opinion? Matching with the right, A or B?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. Okay.
It's my first time. I usually with the 3 being counting. I never saw this in my life.
And now you know about it.
Okay.
Isn't English class great? Now you know something new.
Okay.
Let's see. Can someone help him out? Let's help Andre out, class.
Maybe I suppose that both is correct, isn't it?
I would say both are correct. Why would you say that? Because the verb tenses are really different. So I don't think so. I don't think they're interchangeable. So what's the best answer for the first one, class?
B.
Daniel says B. Okay. If the first one is B, the second would be we've hired a manager. Okay. So how do we, Daniel, move your mobile away from the computer?
Yes. It's
all right.
Hawaii.
Okay.
It's a matter of Hawaii.
So, what's the clue to make you think that you've got the right answer? You're right, but how do you know you're right?
Maybe the process of hiring is over.
We've been hiring people for the new factory. Well, it's not over. No, it's still going on. So it's the right answer, but it's the wrong reason. It's the right answer, though. Maybe it's easier to see with the second. We've hired a manager and 3 supervisors. That one's a little easier to understand.
Yes.
Are you going to get rid of the manager tomorrow?
Aren't you going to?
Get rid of the manager.
No.
No, the manager is permanent.
Yes.
So we must use the present perfect for permanent situations.
Mm-hmm.
We've been hiring. Is the hiring over?
No.
No, it isn't. So the way to think about this is, and Andre, this is to help you to clarify the reason. In the first part, we've been hiring. That tells you that it's still happening today. So it's more likely that we're hiring people for the factory because it's a new factory. So we need employees, we need workers for the new factory. In the second, we've hired a manager. We use the present perfect. Present perfect has no ing. There is no ing in the present perfect. We know that the present perfect is for permanent situations. When we hire a manager, that is forever. It's not temporary. So it's not something new or recent. It's something permanent. So hopefully that gives you a little bit more of an idea about the difference. Don't worry. If you don't understand it yet, don't worry. It takes a little bit of time because it's very different than French. It looks like the passé composé, but it is not the same as the passé composé. It's not the same. It's different in English. Let's do a little speaking activity. Let's try this out. I'm going to divide you into two groups. You are planning to set up a new business. You and it's you and this partner. You both have been responsible for doing several tasks. So I'm going to just divide the class right in half. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so it's going to be Shadow, Rebecca, Paulo, and Adi. You're going to be all doing student A. We're just going to divide the class right in half. Cornell, Daniel, let's see, I did that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Cornell, Daniel, Carmen, Andre, and Alexei. All of you are going to be doing student B. So student B's information is on slide 9, right here. Student A, your information is on slide 8. And specifically, the things you're going to be verifying are in the box. You can see ongoing this week, done in the middle column, not done in the third column. Student A, use the information in the table to answer your partner's questions. Say what you've been doing and what you haven't done. Use these prompts to ask the questions and about the progress your partner has made. What 2 tasks has your partner completed? So we're going to try this out, and your goal is to find out what tasks have actually been completed by the end. So the only way we can do this is if all of you have opened the material in your computer. If you haven't, because I can't put both of them on screen at this exact same time. Okay? So just to reiterate, Alexei, Andre, Carmen, Daniel, and Cornell, you're going to be on slide 9. You're going to use the information in the box there. And the rest of you are going to be on slide 8. Adi, Paulo, Rebecca, and Shadow. So let's try it. I'm going to pick a pair. The A's are going to be asking questions to B's. And let me just see about the B's. And sorry, the B's will be asking questions to A. It says use these prompts to ask questions to your partner. What 2 tasks in your partner? Okay. Let's do an example. Let's start with Rebecca and Daniel. Okay. I'll help you out to begin with, so it's a little confusing. So Rebecca, you're in the A group, right?
Yes.
Your first prompt is in exercise 2, and it says contact the business advisor.
Yeah.
How would you ask Daniel whether that task is complete? How would you ask him using the present perfect or present perfect continuous? What could you say?
Present perfect, have you finished?
Say the whole thing for me. Have you finished what?
Have you finished your... where I can find the task?
You don't need the task. You just need to look at exercise 2 and the first bullet point. Contact business advisor.
Yeah? So... Okay, and made it up.
Well, you don't have to make up much because the task is there. Contact business advisor. You just have to formulate the question.
Have you already contact with a business advisor?
Have you already contacted the? No with. Get rid of with.
Ah, okay.
So once again?
That, okay. Have you already contacted that business advisor?
Contact or contacted?
Contacted. So, but I don't know, I'm confused with the pronunciation or with T or just...
Contacted.
Contacted.
Whenever there is a T at the end of a verb, the ED is pronounced tid.
Okay.
Always the same. Contacted. Rocketed.
Okay.
Any word. Daniel,
Yes.
you're up. She said, have you contacted the business advisor? And by the way, Rebecca, you could add an adverb. You could say, have you contacted the business advisor? Do you know what the adverb would be?
Yeah,
I'll give you a list. You can say for, you can say since, you could say yet, you can say still, you can say just.
Okay.
Look at the chat window.
I said already. Already is not okay.
What did you say?
Already. Have you already contacted that business advisor?
Fantastic. I didn't hear you say already. My fault.
Yeah, she said it.
Yeah.
Daniel, what's your response?
Yes, I've been contacting.
Oh? Have you really been contacting? Really?
The business advisor this week. This weekend.
You've been contacting the business advisor. Why do you say that?
I don't know.
Look in the box, Daniel.
Yes.
Ongoing this week. Contact estate agents. Check local newspapers. Research transport links. Done. Business advisor. Dude, look at column 2. It's done already, Daniel.
Okay.
It's done. It's done. It's over. If it's over, what does that mean? Present perfect or present perfect continuous?
Present perfect.
Exactly. So say it again.
Yes. I already contacted the business advisor.
Fantastic. That's it. Take the first prompt, and this time you are going to be asking. Let's just go around the room. You'll be asking this to Paolo. Okay?
Okay. Paolo, have you set up? No.
Nope.
No.
The first one. Let's take the first one. We'll just go right in order. It's all very mechanical right now. We're just practicing the sentence form. So first one.
See, have you been sorted out?
Uh-oh. Why do you have to say been? There's no reason to say been.
Sorry.
Try again.
Since have you sorted out insurance?
Have you sorted out the insurance? Have you sorted out the insurance?
Have you sorted out the insurance? Since?
Okay. Why since? Why? Why? Daniel, that's a time reference. Where's your time reference? Since when? If you're going to say since, you've got to say a time, Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you need since? Is it necessary?
No.
So take it out. One more time, Daniel.
Have you sorted out the insurance?
Pablo, what do you think? Look at your box. Look at the chart.
Well, I have been finding information about premises.
There you go.
I've been going to make a telephone insurance companies to get quotes.
You've been... Say that last part again, I'm sorry? You've been what? Repeat.
I've been to call to insurance
I've been calling. Okay,
yeah. I've been calling insurance companies to get quotes.
Fantastic. That's right. So so Paulo, you could say, if he says, have you sorted it out? Your answer would be, no. What? What's the short answer? Have you sorted out the insurance? What happened to Paulo? I'm in the middle of talking to Paulo. Where are you going? Come back. I'm correcting
He
you.
was kicked off of the thing.
There he is. There he is.
Sorry,
I
lost.
I thought I scared you away.
Okay, I haven't been yet.
So you could say it even shorter. Just no, I haven't. No, I haven't.
No, I haven't. Yes.
Exactly. And then the next part you said is absolutely correct. I've been calling. Well, you can say I've been telephoning, but no one says that. I've been phoning or I've been calling. So that tells you that you haven't finished, but you have been working on it. Okay? So, Paulo, don't forget that short answer is with the present perfect, and the longer answer is with the present perfect continuous, like you said. Okay, we got time for maybe one more. Pick one more cue from exercise 2 and ask it to, why don't you ask it to Carmen? So take a look at exercise 2, look at the second bullet point, and you'll be asking her about that situation. Paulo.
Okay, Carmen. Have you ever...
Remember, we're starting a new business, so these are all things that we have to do as a group. Okay? We're all okay. So what do you think about that second bullet point? How would you ask that?
About business location, Paolo.
Okay. Have you been contact the agents in all possible locations about the new place of our business?
You lost me a little bit. Say that again. One more time.
Okay. Have you been contacting business advisor about...
Nope. Second bullet point. Keep it really simple, too. Keep it really simple. It's just a question. We're just practicing the form of the question. So the one about think about business locations. Ask that, choose the present perfect or the present perfect continuous. Whatever one you think is best. And we'll see.
Carmen, have you been thinking about business location?
Have you been thinking about?
Thinking about business location.
Good. You can ask it like that. It's good. You can ask like that. Carmen, what would you say based on slide B?
Can you repeat the question again? Because I don't know. I'm a little bit lost here. Can you repeat the question to me, please?
Okay. Have you been thinking about business locations?
Good.
Yes, I have, but I'm still discussing business locations with our business advisor.
Perfect. That's it. Now, the only thing is that you're not still discussing them, because that's a done activity.
Done. Okay. It's supposed to be done. Yes, I have discussed the required features of the business locations with the business advisor.
Mm-hmm.
I read on it.
And what are you doing now?
What I'm doing now?
Yeah, you're contacting whom?
I'm contacting the business advisor.
Sorry. No, I made a mistake. Sorry, not you're contacting. That's a mistake. What have you been doing this week? What I meant to say. What have you been doing this week?
Well, I've been contacting all state agents in all possible locations.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay, so the first one is the ongoing. I'm still doing it, and the second one is done. I read on it.
That's right.
Then.
That's right.
I get it. Okay, now.
All right. We're a little bit over time, but we started a little bit late. So maybe we have time for one last one. Let's see. No, it's okay. Okay, Shadow, you want to volunteer? Okay, very good. Very good, Shadow. I see you raising your hand. I see you raising your hand, Shadow. Okay,
Come
good.
on, Shadow.
Come out of the shadows, Shadow. Come on out. Hello. Shadow,
Hi.
all you have to do is create a question based on bullet point 3 in exercise 2. Actually, Carmen kind of talked about that. Go to bullet point 4, but finding information. See it?
Find information about premises.
Premises. Premises is about the actual building where you are. So you just have to create a question based on that prompt. That's all you have to do. And you're going to be asking this one to Andre. And Andre, I will help you answer if you have trouble, okay? So listen to Shadow. Go ahead, Shadow.
Andre, have you found information about premises?
That's perfect. Have you found? Because it doesn't sound like it's something that is a continuous action. So have you found? That's good. Andre, let's take a look at slide 9 for you to answer. Look at the box in slide 9. Do you see your information about premises?
Find what?
The answer is going to be in the chart. Look at the chart here. So she said, she asked you, let's repeat again. She asked you, one more time, Shadow, what did you ask?
Have you already found information about premises?
Find or found?
Found.
Right. Have you already found information about the premises? Right? Andre,
Okay.
we're starting a new business and we're trying to find a location. So she's asking you if you found information, if you have found information about premises, actual buildings themselves. So you can answer by looking at the information in any of the columns. Actually, you could create a sentence from any of those. How would you answer that question based on what you see in the chart? Want to try?
What I don't know. I know that the question. I usually what place?
Yeah, premises. Premises. Look in the first column.
Okay.
Ongoing this week, and look at the response with premises. Look at the second bullet point. Do you see it? Second bullet point.
Okay. Ongoing this week?
Yeah. Second bullet. Second bullet.
Check local newspaper for business premises to rent.
Premises.
Premises.
Premises means building. Building. Premises, building. Same thing. La même chose.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, it's the same.
Okay.
It's
the same word, the same signification for the premises for the building.
Exactly. It's the same.
Okay, I don't know. I know now. It's the first
now you know.
Okay.
So, Andre, you have to answer Carmen, and remember, it's ongoing this week. It's still happening now. Still happening. So, present perfect or present perfect continuous from earlier. Which is the verb tense? Do you remember?
I think is I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Alexei, can you help him out? How would you answer Shadow's question?
Okay. I have been checking local newspapers for business premises to rent since last week.
Perfect. Andre, can you repeat what Alexei said? Can you repeat that?
And is the I don't remember. And
Okay, wait,
and
one more time. Listen again. Andre, could you repeat that for him? Andre,
I
could
don't
you
know.
repeat that? I'm sorry, not Andre. I'm sorry, Alexei. Could you repeat
Okay,
yourself?
okay, I repeat. I've been checking local newspapers. It is still process. I've been checking.
I've been checking local newspapers for
businesses premises to
business
rent. Premises to rent.
Since you said what? Since
last week.
Excellent. That's it. So, Andre, you can see what he said in the chat window. I want you to read it back to me. Look at the chat window.
I've checked local newspaper for businesses premises to rent.
Since last week. Since last week, he ended with since last week. Okay?
Okay. I don't know.
You don't know, you just said it. It's fine.
You know, just say I just say, but I don't know exactly. Is very the first time I just understand. I just understand not
Look
a lot.
at this. Look at this here. Look at this on the side in the chat window. So you can see exactly what he said right here in the blue. See it? I've been checking here.
Oh, you have a problem. You have a more.
No, I'm just showing you the chat window. I'm just demonstrating the chat window here. Okay? So all the answers I've been writing, most of the answers I've been writing here. So you can see it here in blue. And you can look at that in the Verbling window as well.
Okay.
All right. So we have to stop now, everyone. What we're going to do is in the next class tomorrow, we're going to begin a case study where we take everything we've learned in the unit and we apply it to a case study where you have to do an entrepreneurial venture. So we're going to try to combine all of our skills in one final class. That's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow at 10 GMT for Great Short Stories and 11 GMT for the next in this business class. Bye for now, everyone. See you soon.
See you soon. Thank you.
Bye-bye.